They say this earth is formed with the unity of Purusha and Prakriti. Prakriti is mother, Prakriti is nature, Prakriti is the preserver. But are Purusha and Prakriti different, or are they a single cosmic energy just individuated in form? Hello and welcome to Indian Mythology in Modernity, and today we will reflect upon the 9 forms of Goddess Durga and the significance of Mahalaya. The Puranas give us multivarious forms of the Adi Shakti. She is Durga, she is Kali, she is Chandi, Sati, Shashti and Saraswati. She is also Lakshmi and Bhagavati. While we are standing about a month away from the biggest festival of the world, Durga Puja, and about 25 days away from Navaratri, we should actually consider trying to recall the primary 9 forms of the Devi Durga whom we worship during this time. First, Ma Shailaputri. Devi Durga, or whom we also call Parvati, is the beloved daughter of Himalaya, the king of gods. She resides like a devoted and beloved daughter with her mother Menaka. So she is also called Himavati. She gets married to Lord Shiva, who is her eternal partner. The second form is Ma Brahmacharini. In this form, Devi Durga is a yogini. She is dedicated to tapa or meditation. She performs strict penance and austerity, just like a yogini, to meditate upon Shiva because she desires to get married to him in this birth as well. Ma Chandraghanta. She has a crescent moon on her forehead in the shape of a temple bell. And this form of Devi Parvati comes with a beautiful story associated with it. On seeing the strict penance and austerity of Parvati, Shiva finally agrees to get married to her. But on the day of the wedding, he appears at Himavan's place in the most terrorizing form. Ghosts, ascetics, sages, aghoris, goblins and ghouls all participated in that wedding with him. On seeing this, Parvati's mother and other relatives were really shocked. But in order to avoid the shame and dishonor to her family and also Lord Shiva, Parvati transforms herself into the most fearful form, Chandraghanta, in order to match up with her husband. Ma Kushmanda. Kuk means little, Ushma means warmth, and Anda means egg. Ma Kushmanda is the smiling goddess who has created this entire universe out of nothingness with just a single golden embryo. Yes, in this particular story from the Devi Puranam, all the cosmic energies come together into a unified form. And the mother goddess becomes the creator as well as the preserver. Skandamata. In this form, Devi Durga is known as the mother of Skanda or Kartik. Kartik was born to Shiva and Parvati because he had to kill the demons Surapadman and Tarakasur. The next form is Ma Katyayani. She is the youthful daughter, she is the young and youthful daughter of Rishi Katyayan. Katyayan and his wife had lost all hopes of having an offspring. But when the Devi herself was born in his household, his happiness knew no bounds. Ma Kalratri. Kal means time and Ratri means darkness or ignorance. In this form, Devi Durga dispels darkness and ends ignorance in all of us. Ma Mahagauri. After Devi Durga had killed all demons in her Kalratri form, she did not change herself, or she did not evolve from herself of Kalratri. During this time, Shiva started teasing her, calling her Kali. Irritated with these words, Devi Durga sought the help of Brahma and started strict meditation in order to get back her fair skin. Yes, in the mythology, the gods and goddesses are also not expelled or exempt from the obsession with fair skin. Devi Mahagauri is worshipped by her devotees in order to maintain loyalty and commitment in marital relationships. Ma Siddhidatri. She sits on a lotus holding a mace, discus, and a book and lotus in her hands. Ma Siddhidatri signifies perfection. Devi Durga's manifestations include but are not limited to these 9 forms. We have Ma Satakshi, who weeps with 1,000 eyes for her children, and we have Ma Shakambari, who is the goddess of vegetation, and there are a million other forms of the same mother goddess whom we all worship. Today is Mahalaya. Mahalaya signifies the end of Pitri-Paksha or patriarchal era in West Bengal, and it also marks the beginning of Devi Paksha or the age of the mother. The Puranas say that Ma Durga prepares herself to visit the earth, which is her father's house, with all her children on this particular day. Many people in West Bengal perform the Tarpan, that is, they pray to the souls of the deceased ancestors to bring eternal happiness and prosperity to their family. The idol makers of Kumartuli, Kolkata, paints the eyes of Devi Durga on this particular day. On Mahalaya, we actually welcome Mother Goddess. We invite her to come to the earth and give us happiness and protect us. And slowly from this day onwards, we proceed towards Mahashtami, Mahanavami, the big day when the greatest battle of good over evil happened, the day when demon Mahishasur was finally slain by Devi Mahishasuramardini, declaring the victory of truth over falsehood, light over darkness, demon over God, kindness over wrath, and good over evil. On this particular day, we pray to Mother Goddess and we call upon her. We try to awaken her soul, especially in Bengal. It's a ritual to listen to Virendra Krishna Bhadra's Mahalaya on the radio. And with this particular program, we try to awaken the Mother Goddess's soul, and the song especially sings in her glory, saying, Jago, Tumi Jago. We expect, we hope that Mother will rise, hear our call, and come to earth in order to protect us and give us happiness and bless us with all the joy and love she has. This year, Durga Puja has shed some of its glory, definitely due to COVID-19. But I hope you all will stay safe, stay home, and make the most out of this festival. We are still waiting, we are still counting on the days so that this pandemic will actually reduce in severity and we can enjoy Durga Puja to its fullest. If you like the story of Mahalaya and the 9 forms of Goddess Durga, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Till next time, happy reading and enjoy your festivals.